Welcome to the Mac video on ERS ESB plots for retaining walls. This video will briefly describe the differences in creating ESB plots for walls. It is the sixth in a series of videos for QC data entry about ERS plots. Navigate to the ERS project and select the update icon. In the second video, we saw how to add a logbook to an ERS project. There are two logbook types for walls: permanent retaining wall and temporary retaining wall. Let's create a permanent retaining wall logbook. Select the logbook type from the drop-down list. Retaining wall logbooks should have a name even if there is only one on the project. The suggested name is the wall number. Select the Save option. Now let's click on the Logbooks tab to expand it, and select the wall logbook from the Display drop-down list. Select the Create Embankment Point option. The instructions for creating an ESB plot for a retaining wall are the same as described in the second video, with a few exceptions, depending on how the densities will be taken. There are two different scenarios. In the first scenario, the densities in the retaining wall logbook are only for the retaining wall to a certain elevation, and the rest of the densities can be found in one of the roadway ESB logbooks. In this scenario, enter the proposed elevation for the elevation where the densities switch from the retaining wall to the roadway ESB logbook. For example, if the retaining wall densities will be recorded up to elevation 20 in the retaining wall logbook, and the densities above elevation 20 will be in another ESB logbook, enter 20. In this scenario, do not enter any values for surface or base thicknesses. Replace the subgrade thickness default value of 12 with a 0. Select the Save option. In this case, only samples under Mac Spec 120, excavation and embankment, will be represented on this plot. A comment should be made that the densities in the area above the retaining wall are recorded in a different logbook. Click on the Comments tab to expand it. Select the New Comment option. Enter a comment about where the rest of the densities are being recorded. Select the Save option to save the comment. The second scenario is that the densities for the entire ESB will be recorded in the retaining wall logbook. Now let's look at a wall that includes the densities for embankment, subgrade, and base. In this case, you would enter the proposed elevation of the entire height of the material for the wall, including the stabilization, base, and surface thicknesses. In this case, the samples would be entered under Mac Spec 120, excavation and embankment, 160 stabilizing, and 200 rock base. This concludes the Mac video for ERS ESB wall plots. Thank you for reviewing the training. The next video will describe logbooks for drainage. If you need assistance with Mac, please contact your local district application coordinator. For assistance with ERS, contact the local District Materials and Research Office Earthwork Specialist.